Hey viewers, hey subscribers, and welcome back to my channel, Aquarian Empress Tarot. You guys, my apologies because I got caught up cleaning. I was gonna start at 6:30. It's 6:45, and the culprit this time is Rico because he was making a mess as I was cleaning. But I'm here. I made it, and I got a new lighter. Yay! It's a long story, but anywho. Hi, son. It's a long story, but I had to get a whole new lighter because a little cheap lighter that I had gave out. So this is where we're at. And I am good. How are you? That's good. I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it, son. Glad to see you back in the channel. Haven't seen you in a little while, so that's good to know all is well with you. I'm moving decks out of the way. Yes, I do. I'm actually just giving my moderators a minute to hop in. I do still do lists. I'm only doing the first 5 people free tonight. So just remind me when the moderators hop in that you'll be one of the first people on the list if you have a question. Oh, let me stick this in here because I don't have a little place to put it. But put it in the candle lid is where I'm going to put it. Because, yeah. So now I'm here doing all of the things that I should have done prior to, but here we are. Here we are. Hi, Cheryl. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe as well and turn on your notifications because you won't be notified the next live session. Yes, you can be added once my moderators get here and we figure out who's making lists. Usually M, Queen, Valerie, or one of my moderators will hop in, so I'm hoping that happens tonight. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm so glad to have a normal lighter at this point. Like this is great because I've been hey M. I've been really struggling with my old lighter. And this one just flows naturally. I might get another one tomorrow. All right. So I'm doing 5 free readings, 5 free only. Anybody after that will need to send their donation, and yes, super chat is available on my channel, you guys. So feel free to use the super chat. Use it. If you don't have PayPal or anything else, use the super chat. I've been thankfully once I hit 1,000 subscribers, which thank you guys. Shout out to everybody who has subscribed to my channel. Much love to you. And if you're new, please make sure you thumbs up the video and subscribe. Yes, I got rid of that little lighter, and I had another little lighter, but it wasn't working in, so I had to get a new one. I'm looking at this, and it has, what is this? What are these on here? I don't know. Oh, s'mores. It has s'mores on it, which is really cute. It has like a s'more design on it. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it has like a s'more design on there. Super cute. If you're wanting to be on the list, make sure that you go ahead and think about your question, because once I get started, I'm going to get started. Hey, Benita. How are you, love? Hey, everybody that's hopping into the live stream. I hope all is well with you guys. I hope you had a great weekend. This week, I'll be posting the readings for the signs, so be on the lookout for that. Welcome back, Benita. Glad to see you here. And I'm switching, well, I'm still going to keep Monday, so we'll be live again tomorrow night. So if you miss me tonight, just know that tomorrow night I'll be live again. Mondays are super busy for me, so it won't be long. But Mondays, I'm going to switch it back to the original dates I had, was Mondays and Fridays for live streams, because all of the other days during the week, I usually do personal readings. And I'm also working on my other business, which is my cosmetic line. And I'll be posting content on this channel as well. So be on the lookout for that. I have an eyebrow tutorial using my products that I'll be uploading. So if that's something you're interested in, just check it out. I mean, you'll see the title of the video. Hi. I can't see your screen name, so I apologize for that because I can't see your screen name. But hi and welcome. Yes. So that means there's only 2 spots left. TM. I'm going to say TM because I couldn't see the rest of it. My eyes are... But welcome to the channel. Like I said, if you're new, please subscribe. There we go. You guys, I'm trying. There we go. That's the light I was trying to achieve. Okay. Great. So, Lily, are you still here? Oh, Sun. Yeah, Sun. I don't know why I was saying Lily. Sun, if you're here, you can go ahead and drop your question, though. So I can hop right in. Y'all, Rico he had a mess everywhere. Also, you guys, what did I get today? Listen, because y'all know I'm always doing stuff. I got a jar for moon water because I tried to make moon water in a plastic container. It went bad. Like, I used some of it, but the rest of it went bad, which I didn't think that was going to happen. How does Y feel about you? Are you and Y currently are you guys actually involved with each other, like communicating and whatnot, or has it been some time, Son? Yep, she's gonna add you, Benita. So it's Sun. Let me tell M once, because she's my only model here at the moment. Sun was first, and then Benita, and then TM. That's what it's looking like. Yeah. Yep. Sun, Benita. No, I'm sorry. Sun, Cheryl, Benita, and TM. So it looks like we got one spot left. So Cheryl, if you're still here, let us know so I can let my moderator M know, because she's a one-man show at the moment, and she's gonna need to know that you're wanting to be added to the free list, because that list is filling up quickly. Okay, great. No worries, M Love. No worries. All right. Also, you guys, please don't forget to check out my website, because a lot of you guys have like serious situations going on and you're wanting insight and clarity, confirmation. That is the whole point of having a personal reading done. So my website is aquarianempresstarot.net. Make sure you subscribe to the website so that way I can send you the discount codes that I offer my members, because readings are a lot. And how my readings are done, I pre-record the reading for you based on whatever questions you have at the time that you book the reading. So it's like a little comment section on my website. You type your questions or whatever your situation is. Also, make sure you include your date of birth and your sign, the person you're dealing with sign, or whoever's involved. And then I will do your reading, record it, upload it, and send you the link. It's an unlisted YouTube link. So only you and whoever you choose to share it with can view it. All right. So why, how does why feel? Okay, you are communicating. So you're communicating with your person, Sun, but you're just kind of like not sure how the person is feeling right now. Is that what you're wanting to know? Spirit, what's the overall energy surrounding Sun's person? What is his overall energy? Let me use my masculine perspective. I'm gonna use it. Okay. Is he just kind of distant when it comes to like talking about things, or, you know, he's one of those type of guys that just doesn't really want to talk about how he feels, that type of thing? I find that a lot of masculines are that way. They have trouble communicating emotionally because as children, it was seen as a weakness. Okay, yeah. As children, it was seen as a weakness for a lot of masculines growing up. So a lot of times when they grow up, they feel like if they are emotional in any type of way, that it makes them less of a man. And that couldn't be further from the truth. But a lot of times they don't really want to talk about how they feel, because it feels like for them, their perception is it demasculates them in some type of way. Let's see. Spirit, what is his overall energy? What is Y's overall energy? Okay, great. Cheryl's still here. Let's see. What's his overall energy? If you see my eyes wandering, I'm looking for crystals, you guys, to put in my jar. I just got a little jar for my crystals so I can charge them. Let's see. The thought of you with someone else pisses me off. So whoever you're dealing with, Sun, this person could be a fire sign. I'm getting big Leo energy. Could be Aries or Sagittarius. But this person is very possessive. They are a possessive lover, whoever this person is. I'm not upset. I'm not upset with you. I just have a lot going on right now. So if your person is distant from you right now, which obviously that's the case emotionally, it has nothing to do with you. And a lot of times, you know, us divine feminines, we tend to take on energy that's not ours. If your person is going through something, just know that he knows how to reach out to you, you know, and as long as you make yourself available and you let him know, hey, I'm here for you, honey, if you need to talk, or, you know, if you'd like for me to, you know, do something for you, if you need anything, I'm here, you know. you know, as a support. Yeah, Virgo. It could be any sign, but usually the most possessive of the signs are usually like, he could have fire in his chart though, in his natal chart. Could be one of his rising signs or his ascendings. But it's not you. He has a lot going on mentally, and understanding Virgo men are very sensitive at their core. So they don't like to display that sensitivity right up front, because it creates them having to be vulnerable, and they don't like having to be vulnerable. So know that it has nothing to do with you. Yeah, know that it has nothing to do with you. So what's his overall energy? So that's how he's feeling right now. He's not upset. He may have a lot going on. It could be with his job. It could be financially. If he has children with someone, that could also play a role. So just keep that in mind. It's not you. Yeah. The karmic is always nagging me. I'm trying to leave her. If that even resonates, it may not resonate. Let's see. Because some of y'all are dealing with people who have connections with other people. And sometimes that they carry that energy over, so it affects you. But don't allow it to affect you. She might put me on child support. Look, you bring out the best in me. You bring out the best in me. So just know that he does love you. He's just going through a lot of stuff right now. What was this? Send me a sexy pic. She might put me on child support. Yeah. Also, with that energy, she might put me on child support. It could also be that he has a financial obligation that he can't just wiggle out of. You know, it's not a simple situation, or it could be a family situation that he's not able to just pick up and leave. Yes, please make sure you thumbs up, like, and subscribe if you've hopped into the live stream. Let's see. Whoops. Right now, I just want to take it slow, see where it can lead to. Yeah, this definitely is Virgo energy for sure. He's taking his time and he's analyzing this relationship. He's analyzing whether this is going to be worth his time and energy, and also other things that he has on his mind. Virgo men have men and women, honestly, but they both have extreme anxiety issues, nervous issues. They worry about things a lot because they like for things to be in a particular way for them. Virgo is the sign of perfectionism. So with that being said, Virgos tend to have OCD. They tend to be very detailed. They tend to pay attention to little things that you wouldn't pay attention to. Virgo is very analytical. So if he's not speaking to you, there may be something that he's trying to analyze in his mind, and he's not able to communicate that verbally to you just yet, because he's trying to figure out a nice way to say whatever it is on his mind. But I don't feel it's you, so don't take it personal. Here, what's his overall feeling towards this connection? Also, Virgo men they're not the best at texting back and forth. So if you don't hear from him for a couple of days, he's fine. Don't stress yourself out. How does he feel about it? Okay, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. Yeah. Plans for structure. So he wants things to be structured here. Hey, Diana. He wants things to be structured here. He does want to bring you an offer, but it's almost like he's in the energy of cleaning up a mess is what Spirit gave me. Cleaning up a mess. Yeah, transformation. Death is here on the bottom of the deck. So he's trying to, could be pay off karmic debts. It could be close things that no longer serve him. But he's ending things so that he can actually come forward and be more present in this connection. So he's trying to work all of the other things out. Like I said, he's very detailed. Very detailed. Yeah. Three of Wands. Yeah, he wants things to grow between the two of you. The Three of Wands is here. He wants to take it to the next level. How he feels. I'm asking how he feels. How does he feel? The Moon. Yeah. He has hidden fears about the connection. He's afraid of failing. He's afraid of things not going in his favor here. He's just I feel a very paranoid type of energy. Like, he's concerned about how he's going to look, what you think of him. Like I said, he's very analytical. He may even make comments about it, like comments about his weight or the way he looks, or, you know, like being unhappy with his job or the way he's being treated or whatever the case may be, things he doesn't like. Let's see. Let's see. But it's not you. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, he wants to take things slow. Very slow with the Seven of Pentacles. He wants to invest. He wants to take it slow. He does have feelings for you, King of Cups, just so you know. But he's dealing with his own setbacks as well with the Seven of Pentacles. He's dealing with his own setbacks. And like I said, that could be financial or whatever the case may be. But he's dealing with that. And he also has his own fears about the progression. But he does want the connection to progress with you. He is going to come in and say, hey, this is what I want. Or try to be more involved in the connection, if that makes sense, with the Page of Pentacle energy. Because the Page of Pentacle energy is like a clean slate. We're starting over. I'm going to go ahead and offer my time and energy here. Put forward more effort here. A little bit more effort because it's Page energy. So it's not like, whew, you know, I'm all in. But it's definitely more energy for sure. Yeah. All right. So that's how he's feeling. He does love you. He does want to offer you his cup of love, but he's dealing with a lot at the present. So just know it's not you. I was quietly laying on my couch earlier this afternoon, and I kept getting a vision of the Two of Pentacles card. Two of Pentacles. And I kept seeing the Two of Pentacles, and I kept seeing the Emperor, which for me is the Divine Masculine. So I'm feeling like, hey, Valerie love, I'm feeling like a lot of Divine Masculines collectively could be going through a lot. They could be having to work long hours. They could be having to pay for certain things if they unexpectedly, and they're trying to balance things out, especially in the material sense, in the material sense, like money and finances and home and car and this type of stuff, you know. So yeah. All right, whoever's next, please go ahead and drop your question. Spirit, what advice do you have for Sun? Why is this in? Oh, because I turned it upside down, silly rabbit. Thank you. Same. Sending you love and abundance. Definitely. I hope everything works out, and I hope he finally does, you know, open up and become more emotionally available, because staying stuck doesn't help anything. It just doesn't help anything. Yep, Cheryl, please go ahead and drop your question. Let's see. What's the advice? Then we're going to skip right on along. We're going to skip who was next. Was it Benita? Three of Swords. Yeah. Three of Swords. You may have to walk away from him energetically. son, you may have to walk away from him energetically in order for him to realize that if he doesn't step up the plate, then he could lose his connection with you. You kind of have to take control over the situation and just, you know. Yeah, we all go through things, so that's not an excuse. If you're in a relationship, and hear me out clearly, divine masculine and divine feminine, whoever you're dealing with, all right? Having a lot going on, your childhood traumas, your trust issues, those are not excuses to be absent in a connection or a relationship that you have developed with another human being. Those are not valid excuses to not show up for your person. I don't care what anyone says. It's not an excuse. Is it understandable? Sure. But it's not an excuse. Let's see. How does John feel about you? How long have you and John been together, Cheryl? If you can't handle being in a relationship, then just leave the person alone. No communication. That's just simply what it is. If you can't handle a relationship, leave people alone. Let's see. Because now you've got somebody else's feelings on the line. Let's see. No communication. How long have you guys been in no communication, Cheryl? All right, y'all. Incense. Incense on the altar. 2 years. No communication. So you guys have not communicated at all in the last 2 years? Or has it been kind of on and off? Has the communication been like spotty? Okay. Sorry, Benita. Hold that thought, love. I'm going to need you to repost it later because I think Cheryl was delayed, but she posted her question. So we're going to get Cheryl and then I'll get you. There's no mistake because I first got pulled this message. So I'm going to read it because it says what it says for a reason. So I'm going to read it. The first message I pulled from my lover's oracle for you. Spirit wants you to know. Stop focusing your energy on past events. Okay? If you two are no longer together, he's considered an ex. Spirit said stop focusing your energy on him. Stop worrying about how he's feeling about you, how he's feeling about reconnecting. Spirit says, for your life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. And here's the thing. A lot of times we stay stuck in unhealthy connections and wondering if we should reach out to somebody that we no longer deal with, who was highly toxic to begin with, because we miss the memory. That's what you miss. You miss the good times. There was a reason that you two separated and went separate ways. The universe had to break up that connection because there were obviously lessons that needed to be learned on both parties' ends. And forgiveness is not necessarily excusing the wrong behavior. Forgiveness is more about you and your healing journey and loving that person from afar, right? You can still love someone and not entertain them. You can still love someone and not interact with them. You can love them from a distance. The same way we have loved ones who have passed on. We still love the person. We have memories of the person, but they're no longer here in the present. We're not interacting with them. So when it comes to exes, a lot of the times we tend to hold on to what could have been instead of realizing what you have right now or what is to come ahead because you're focused on your healing and moving forward. Spirit, what's the message? What's the message? Let's see. What's the message for Cheryl? Spirit says, beware of what you're projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. And this is where, you know, the whole twin flame narrative comes in, because a lot of times we end up mirroring behavior, positive and negative, of the other person. Like I said, there were lessons to be learned in this connection for a reason. We have friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. With that being said, you can even still be cordial with an ex if you want. I highly don't recommend being friends with an ex, but at least being cordial, you know. But I wouldn't even, if it's been 2 years, I wouldn't even focus on this person's energy, because honestly, I don't feel this person is focused on you. Because if they were, Cheryl, they would have reached out by now. That's the honest truth. 2 years is a hell of a long time to not hear from someone. To not hear a word, a text, a phone call, a knock at the door, nothing. So energetically, I don't feel that you are in his energy. Do you cross his mind? Absolutely. He reminisces on times that you guys had together. But as far as reaching out to you, I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening at all. Let's see. Let's see, Spirit. Let's see. How does John feel? Eight of Cups. John has moved on. Thank you, Spirit, for confirmation. John has moved on, and so should you. John has moved on. Eight of Cups is walking away and evolving from a situation, learning lessons that needed to be learned for spiritual growth and healing. He's walked away from this connection. Eight of Cups is his overall energy towards you. He has feelings because the cups are there, and the cups are what represent emotion. He has regret. He has remorse. He feels bad for the way things ended between the two of you. But at the same time, John has moved on with his life. So should you. Let's see. Two of Pentacles. He has thought about reaching out to you on several occasions. But he has his own issues going on that he's dealing with right now at this point in time. Two of Pentacles. So he's hesitated. Yeah, look, Ten of Wands. He's overwhelmed by whatever's going on in his environment. He may have children. He may have a lot of responsibilities. But whatever's going on with him, his energy towards you, he feels like this is over. The Death card is here. This is over. So that is how he feels, my love, towards this relationship with you, this connection. Let me pull some advice to see what Spirit wants to tell you. And then, Benita, you can repost your question. Let's see. Yep. Sometimes we have to just let bygones be bygones. It was what it was. You had that connection for a reason, and it's run its course. You're welcome, love. It's run its course. All things have an expiration date. It runs its course. Spirit, what's the advice? Hey, Aisha, love. I had class earlier. I was like, man, Aisha missed it. Chemistry. Sparks of love and passion. I'm feeling like you may actually meet someone else that you have. Yep. Thank you, Spirit. As I said that, it flew out. Cupid's arrow. New love interest. There's going to be someone else that comes into your energy. But here's the problem, Cheryl. If you're still stuck in the past, you're not going to be able to openly receive the love that the new person wants with you. You got to unsubscribe and resubscribe, boo. Freedom. Freedom. Spirit says, release from burdens and stress. Thank you, Spirit. Confirmation of what I just told you, Cheryl. To release this past connection. And sometimes you have to do what is called cord cutting ceremonies, where you energetically cut someone else's connection to you because you keep thinking about the person, you keep dreaming about the person, you keep seeing reminders of the person. Throw them out. If you got the person's stuff still at your house, throw it out, burn it, delete pictures, delete old text messages in your phone. Go through your phone and delete them out. Yeah, delete them out. Delete the pictures. Unfriend him on all social media platforms. You have to get rid of it in order for you to, it's like an addiction. In order for you to move on in your life, you have to stop going back to it, because you're going to stay stuck in that cycle, and you're not going to be open for what the universe has to you moving forward, right? So, Spirit says, release yourself from the burdens and stress of a past relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because there's new love waiting for you. But you're not going to see it because you're still stuck on the past situation. Influences. Outsiders impact and influence your connection. Yeah. This ex is going to be an influence on your next connection. Spirit says, take the time while you've been alone. It's been 2 years to work on you, to appreciate you, to know that you have a lot to offer. We have force. Connection must be mutual. This connection was very one-sided. It was very one-sided. It may help, and I know this helped me a lot when I had to do a cord cutting thing from someone that was highly toxic in my life, to do a detox, like literally do a detox, like a juice fast, a water fast, to literally cleanse your system of that person. Yeah, we got reconciliation, coming back into union. This is going to hold you back, because you know that if you keep thinking about you guys coming back into union, Spirit is warning you, Cheryl, that you're going to repeat this cycle. You're going to go through another cycle of one-sided, unrequited love if you don't let go of this fantasy in your head about you guys reconnecting. He's not thinking about you. 8 of Cups is his overall energy. Yes, girl, detox. Write down all of the hurtful things that happened in that relationship and burn it. Burn it. It's a cord cutting ceremony is what it is. We have walking away. That's what Spirit is urging you to do. That's the advice. Walking away. Emotionally withdraw. Gain back your power. Sometimes you have to walk away, as hurtful as it is, to regain back your power. We have growth. And that's the overall message here. You have to learn to grow from the experience in the relationship so that you can be blessed with something better. Usually in tarot, for a lot of us readers, we know this, death comes up as transformation. Yes, ma'am, we can move right on to TM. Death comes as a form of transformation. So you end one thing to start something new. You walked away to him. But here's the thing. 2 years of no communication, he's not present. It's almost as if you've been single the whole time. So it's pointless. But Spirit says you have to learn and grow from the experience in order for something better to come in. You have to release that connection. Okay, gotcha. Okay, TM. I gotcha. If Benita comes in later, we'll just add her back to the list, y'all, but I don't know what happened there. Okay. TM, can you kind of give me a little bit of what happened? Was there an altercation, a confrontation? What happened? Thank you, M. You're such a great multitasker. Shout out to my moderators. I love y'all. Thank y'all for what you do. Sorry, guys. I had to have my water today, because I didn't have it earlier. And my goal is at least 2 bottles a day. Gotcha. I told you, it's the mama in you. So basically, was it like a verbal confrontation? Maybe words were exchanged, harsh words were exchanged. Is that what happened? you right now, the Cancer had an attitude. More than likely, the Cancer had an attitude because something did not go their way. And Cancer can be, here's the thing about Cancer, because they are extremely emotional. The Cancer can be really, really sweet and loving and kind in one sense, and flip that switch. Flip that switch. I mean, they flipping over tables. They're screaming and hollering. They're acting the fool all the way. So wait a minute. Wait a minute. The plot thickens. So the Cancer is, what is his position in your life? Because this sounds like a telenovela. That's what this sounds like. So he's freaking out, acting a fool, cussing and screaming, hollering, carrying on because you went a state over to see your boyfriend. He didn't know about it. He's pissed off. He's jealous. Is that what I'm getting? Because you guys are what? I'm just trying to get clarity. Man, Cancer be cutting up sometimes. Okay, so the Cancer. Oh, okay. Because I want to make sure I'm understanding. So you went to see him unannounced? Is that what the issue was? Right? Because I want to make sure I'm understanding correctly. Like, he wasn't expecting you to come see him. Is that what the issue was? Because, you know, Cancers do have, they do have a control issue. Oh, okay. That's weird. That's just weird, TM. That's weird. So you drove all the way a state over to see his ass. He stops replying to your messages, which makes zero sense at all. And he's mad? Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. So he stopped replying. So you guys had been arguing when you actually had left to go see him. You guys had been arguing over the phone back and forth via text message or what have you. And then when you finally arrived to his place, he wasn't there. Or at least he wasn't answering. Because I feel like he was there. Just let you know, I feel it. I feel like he was there, and I feel like he was avoiding you purposely. Because I just feel that. I don't know why, but intuitively, I feel like he was there. Right, because nobody wants to deal with that. Nobody wants to deal with that emotional drama. Nobody wants to deal with that. It's drama. It's drama. Yeah, that's a hot mess. That right there is a hot mess. Like, and here's the thing. Before I even pull cards, if you can't have a healthy discussion with someone that you're in a relationship with, child, you might as well not have a relationship with the person, because there is no way that we're going to have screaming and hollering and cussing each other out. We're just not gonna do it. It's not acceptable. It's disrespectful. We're not going to do it. If we can't discuss things as mature adults, then we need to go ahead and part ways today, ASAP, because that is it's out of line. It's out of line. And the fact that you have to sit there and beg him to show up when he knew you were coming, it's like, whoa, wait. You know? We got you, Benita. Get to you in just a minute. But it's like, I mean, after all of that mess going, you know, after all of the rah-rah back and forth, did you come to a conclusion? Did he apologize? Did he say, hey, baby, you know what? I'm sorry. I want to try to work things out between us. I shouldn't have overreacted, or, you know, I should have been there when you got here. Like what? Like, what was that about? Complete tantrum. Oh, yeah, very disrespectful, TM. Not only was it disrespectful, but let me just go ahead and add insult to injury. Great. Good job. Good job. I'm proud of you already. Blocked him. Great. He put you in danger's way. He put you in danger's way because I don't know how late it was, but if you traveled a state over, let's just say it was nighttime, like evening time, anything could have happened. Anything could have happened. Right? So that shows a lack of care and concern, because if he knows that you're on the way, he wants to make sure, a normal person wants to make sure, did you make it safely? Where are you at now? I'm not at the house. I ran to the grocery store to pick up some juice. Because literally anything could have happened to you. You could have stopped on the side of the road. Somebody could have hit you. Anything literally could have happened. So there's a lack of care and concern there. That's one. But two, you're mad because I'm here and I told you I was coming to see you, and then you're not here. That's disrespectful. So here's what. He's already got 2 out of 3 strikes. Disrespectful, inconsiderate of my life and safety. Those are 2 strikes already. So he already deserves to be blocked. I'm pretty sure he's probably in his feelings now. Let me see. Yeah, he's probably in his feelings now, because now he regrets the way he handled the situation. But I mean, what's done is done. Damage is already done. Right, exactly, Em. A normal person wants to make sure, out of genuine care and concern, that you've made it home safely. They want to make sure that you made it home safely because they care. Jacqueline Hyde. He can be completely one way and completely another. Right now he's kind of curious. I feel this with the High Priestess energy. He probably hasn't texted you or anything because he's curious to see what you're gonna do. He probably feels like you let some time pass. Here's what toxicas do. Toxicas. It's toxic for Spanish, for those of you who are not familiar, because I do speak Spanish. Toxicas will test your boundaries. They will test your boundaries. So he's going to check your temperature, so to speak, in the narcissistic world. Checking your temperature means I'm going to play this game that you're so attached to me that even if you block me, you'll be back. So I'm going to leave the door open. So he's not going to block you back. He's not going to delete you back. He's going to wait for you to come begging to come back in, to try to work things out, because you still love him and you still have feelings for him. He's still the monster, just so you know. But this time he's gonna amp up his antics and kind of switch it up a little bit. So he'll be an ass in a different form. It won't be so direct like that. He's upset because you called him out. You called him out. And Cancer men do not like to be called out. They don't like to be called out, period. So that's why that ended in the way that it did. Right now, he's waiting to see what you're going to do. He's waiting to see how you feel. So that way he can know how to respond to you. Because he truly doesn't want to let you go. But at the same time, he knows that he'll have to fix himself if you are wanting to give it another go. I mean, that's on you. But yeah. Yeah, you're not wanting to offer, which I'm so, listen, I can tell you, TM, how proud of you I am, because he showed his ass. So there's no way. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're holding back. You're holding back. You're no longer nurturing this connection. You're no longer giving to him, and he knows it. He knows it. He knows it. Also, he realizes what he could have lost. 10 of Pentacles. He could have had it all with you. 10 of Pentacles. He could have been very happy with you. But he chose to act the ass. Chariot. This is Cancer energy. He is going to want to reconcile with you. Look, the star is here. He's going to want another start. He's going to want to try to heal this connection because he sees you as the star. He sees you as the person that he wants. The Fool. He may eventually reach out. And, you know, and he may say, you know, I'm sorry because, you know, I really didn't realize how I treated you. I should have treated you better. 4 of Cups is this energy of when you take someone for granted. I know I took you for granted, and, you know, I did this, and I just want to move forward. 6 of Swords. I just want to move forward. You know, I want us to put the past behind us, but we're not going to forget the past, though, because the past shapes the future. It does. So don't let him smooth talk you into just opening right back up. Don't let him do it until you get concrete answers on what his plan of action is and how he plans to make changes. That's if you even want to bother with it. But from me to you, I feel like you, superb, chef's kiss, blocked. Because he's 9 times out of 10, if he's done it once, he'll do it again. And I'm pretty sure this is not the first time you've seen him act the fool. I'm pretty sure of it. At some point, the thing about women is, especially loving women, we give a lot. We tolerate a lot of bullshit unnecessarily. And what happens is, when we get fed up, like when we get fed up to a point, then all of a sudden it's like, whew, I got to cut this person out. Should have been cut him out months ago, weeks ago, days ago. But you kept hanging on because you kept thinking, well, maybe it'll get better. Maybe he'll change. Maybe he'll change. I love him. We've got history together. We've got kids and da-da-da. And what is the family going to think? And blah, blah, blah. You know. So, you know what I'm saying? Enough is enough. And also keep in mind that you have every right to have deal breakers. We all have them. There are some lines that should never be crossed. One is physical abuse, for sure. But some people tolerate that too. 2, cheating. You put your life and your health in jeopardy when somebody cheats and they step outside of a relationship. 3, disrespect in any form. Deal breakers, right? Keep your standards high. If someone cannot meet your standards, know you deserve better. Because there's always going to be somebody that will. Thank you, M. There's always going to be somebody that will. But never, here's a tip for those of you who deal with people who are exes and whatnot. If you're ever pondering on whether or not to accept an ex back, changed behavior is the only acceptable apology, period. If the behavior has not changed, what are they coming back for? So this time they can finish you off? Giving multiple chances to someone is like giving a person with a gun more bullets. You shot at me the first time. So now I'm going to give you more bullets? Give you more ammo? To come back stronger and harder so you can finish me off? Absolutely not, sir. I think not. Benita. Let's see. So Benita said she posted her question. Let's see. Benita, this is your reading. I hope you are still here. Let's see. Okay. Okay. What are Robert's intentions? You guys are communicating. Um, you're welcome, TM. Okay, I found it, M. What are Robert's intentions towards you, Benita? This is your reading, so I hope you're watching because this is for you. All right, so you guys are communicating. You guys have history, okay? Spirit, what are, I'm saying this incorrectly. What are Robert's intentions? Let's look at it. Let's see. Me and this fly, we're gonna have it out. I feel it in my spirit. Just feel it, you guys. Why do I have stop bringing up old shit? That was the first message I got, was stop bringing up old. Oh, stop bringing up old shit. I want you. I want you. We're not together. She's just a friend. Okay, so if you had a question or a doubt about him being involved with someone else, he's saying he's not. That person he's just known for a very long time. It could be a friend of the family. You bring out the best in me. So he is very happy with you, Benita. I promise there's no one else but you. He's doubting though. I don't know if I can make this work. Sorry. I know I can be an ass sometimes. I'm sorry. I really love it. Listen, I really love masculine energy because the thing about masculine energy is it's very raw, it's very uncut, it's very direct and straightforward. There's no I'm always happy when I'm with you. So like I said, he's very happy with you. You bring out the best in me and I'm always happy with you. I don't know if I can make this work. So this gives me this energy that Robert kind of is a little bit afraid of, the possibility of things not working out between you two because there has been a time gap since you guys were last together. Yeah, masculine energy, especially with fire signs too, and masculine energy is so direct, and I love it because there's, women are always like, men are like, this is what I want, this is what I don't want. This pisses me off. Like they're very, what you see is what you get. I promise there's no one else with you. I feel like you may have questioned him about his past relationships with other people, so he's clarifying here that there's no one else. And he's always happy when he's with you. Okay, so I'm not looking for a relationship. Do you feel that energy? Because that came out. It may not be accurate. Listen, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But it says, I'm not looking for a relationship. Now, here's the deal. I love you. That came up. Which are two contradictive messages. Okay? I love you and I'm not looking for a relationship. Okay, so here's the deal. Like I was just talking about with standards. Keep your standards high. If you want a relationship and someone says, I love you, but I'm not ready for a relationship. As emotionally difficult as that may be, because trust me, I've been there, cut them off. Do not pass go. Do not collect $100 because we're not playing this game. Yes, and another masculine trait. Men say a lot of things, and a lot of times they say what they think you want to hear at the time. Of course I love you. Of course I want to be with you. But when you start to get serious, oh, I'm not really looking for a relationship right now. You just want to what, sir? We're not at the circus. Tricks are for kids. Tricks are for kids, silly rabbit. What you're trying to do, what? I love you. You know, I really like you a lot. You're such a good woman. You're beautiful. I've never met anybody like you. All of these good things. But when you question him about what his intentions are moving forward, well, you know, I just have a lot I'm dealing with right now. And yes, Lavender. You know, I have a lot going on right now and I'm really trying to focus on my career. Well, good luck with that. Silly rabbit, good luck with that. Focus on your career and leave me alone. Don't be in my DMs. Don't message me. Don't call me. Goodbye. Because I want a relationship. You know? Exactly, Em. And a lot of times we'll be like, oh, I see red flags, but you know I like red. Red's my color. Stupid ass. Don't fall for the okie doke. Don't fall for flattering words. Don't fall for him tickling your ears and telling him the things that you really want to hear. Like, you know, I just miss you so much. And it's just been such a long time. And listen for key things. How do you feel about marriage? How do you feel about children? How do you even feel about just being in a relationship? You know? Because at that point, what are we doing? See, this is the question that I don't like. But it has to be asked. What are we doing? Because it's like if you have to ask that question, like Lavender said, the person is giving you mixed signals. And you need clarity. Believe it or not, men will give you that clarity. They will give you that clarity. Rule number 1, no response is a response. If you text him and you send him this long, heartfelt text message and he doesn't respond to you, that's an answer. Or on the phone call, you're talking and you start asking him about serious, important things to you that really matter. Well, what about moving in together in the next year or so? What we've been dating for the past 6 months. What about next year, possibly planning on moving in together? He hangs up the phone. Oh, we got disconnected. No, sir, you heard exactly what I said. You don't like what I said because now I'm putting you on the spot and you have to give me an answer. So take some time and think about it and get back to me. But don't keep giving in to him and, oh, I want to see you and let's plan date. No. Until you give me an answer to what I've asked you, I'm not going to be calling you up. I'm not going to be texting you because what I feel matters just as much as what you want matters. See it? It's got to be balanced. That's the thing. If you're getting mixed signals, get it clarified. If he can't clarify, then guess what? Deuces. It's time to go. Block, delete, cut off. If you cannot get a clear-cut answer from a man, leave him the hell alone. Because he's going to string you along. He's going to keep stringing you along because he knows that you're going to fall for it. He knows you're going to fall for it. He knows, I don't want a relationship with her. I just like the fact that we have a friends with benefits type of situation. She lets me come over. I come over. We do our thing. I leave. We go out. We meet. Whatever the case is, he's comfortable with what you've allowed him to do. So until you established, see what I'm saying? And I don't feel like he is looking for anything serious at the moment. I don't feel it. And if he tells you he's not looking for anything serious at the moment, believe him. But take him up on his word. Because now you have to hold him accountable for what he said. If he said he's going to do something, if he said he's not going to do something, hold him responsible and accountable for what he said. Well, I'm not looking for a relationship right now, but then he calls you 3 days later. How can I help you? Well, you know, I was just wondering if we could go out. No, we absolutely cannot. You've already told me that you're not looking for a relationship and I am, so we're not compatible. So don't call me. A lot of women it hurts emotionally, especially if you've crossed certain lines with this person and you've connected either sexually, physically, you've gone out with this person, you spend a lot of time with this person, and now you have to cut them off because they told you clearly what they do not want. But you have to be willing to listen when somebody is showing you, because sometimes it doesn't always come out verbally with men. Men are action oriented. So they will show you through their behaviors, their lack of interaction, their lack of communication. I'm just not that into you. And a lot of times women don't get the hint that he's not looking for anything like that. He likes you. Yeah, he thinks you're pretty. But that's about it. He's not ready for kids. And he can be in his 30s, 40s, 50s. He's not ready for this. He's not ready for that. Those are things to consider. His overall energy right now is he's happy when he's with you. Doesn't mean he wants something serious, but he says, I want you. I want you. I want you is different. It's different because I want you can imply more of a lust field type of thing. It's not really like, oh, I'm just ready to get with you and settle down. So that's something to consider, Benita, because wanting someone and loving someone are two different things. When you love someone, and I mean really love someone, you're willing to make sacrifices for that connection. You're willing to put your pride and ego aside to work things out. But if it's just I just want you in the moment, it's passion and it's chemistry. It's not a deeper level, you know? And so it's not going to be the same. So take the disagreements that you two have had. Take it as your spirit guides are giving you signs. They're showing you the signs of where this can head. Like, so we didn't quite see eye to eye on this. So what does that look like 5 years from now? Hey, Mariah. Exactly, Em. Exactly. It's not solid. If you can't get solid answers, don't entertain a clown at the circus. Hi, Mariah. Thank you, love. Welcome back. That's the thing. Like, you just have to be aware of who you're dealing with and pay attention to what's being said and what's being shown. Put the two together. Compare the two. Compare what he's saying and doing to what you've already expressed to him that your desire and expectation is. It's okay to have expectations, and it's okay to have high expectations. But if they can't meet those expectations, then it's time to go. And the reason I say that it's time to go is because here's the thing. You don't want to emotionally invest yourself into someone who has no intentions on meeting your expectations, because you're really going to have a hard time letting them go a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years down the road when you find out, damn, we were never on the same page to begin with when he showed you that the first 3 months into the relationship. This is where he's not at. So now 10 years later, I'm strongly disappointed because I thought we were here. He was there. I was here. Doesn't add up. So he wants you, but he may possibly not be ready for a relationship right now. Are you okay with that? That's what Spirit wants you to ask yourself. Are you okay with it? Because a lot of times relationship calls for us to hold ourselves accountable. If you say you want marriage, but you're settling for half-ass interaction and somebody who only shows up when they want something sexual from you, then you don't really want marriage. This person is already showing you that they're not committed to the connection. They show up every so many weeks. Not yet, Mariah love. Moderators, Mariah just donated for a question. If you could please add her to the list. But those are things to consider. Benita. Let's see. He likes you. He has strong feelings for you. But where is that gonna get you? That's the thing. Spirit, what's the advice? Concrete answers. You need concrete answers. Okay, great. We have on the line, second guessing this connection. Okay, awesome. Thank you, M. This fell out, so I'm gonna take it. Second guessing this connection. Spirit says it's time for you to second guess this connection. If you already are having disagreements with him and you don't really know where you stand, it's time for you to second guess it. Because Spirit says if you don't, you can end up getting caught in an entanglement with a web here. that's hard to get yourself out of. We have vibrations, picking up on one another's vibrations. Feel him out. Feel out his energy. Listen to what he's saying. Be in tune, in alignment with yourself to know what is and what is not in alignment with your standards and your goals and your expectations. Waiting. Spirit says, don't wait around for life to pass you by. Start living. If he cannot give you a solid offer, move on. Move on. If he can't give you a solid answer. Let's see. See advice. Growth. Yeah. Trials and tribulations will make you stronger. Spirit's allowing you to go through the disagreements with him because, oh, hey, Queen. What happened? Oh, we were waiting on you last night. That's all right, honey. We went on the end of the live stream. But Benita, this connection is going to make you stronger because you're going to see things about yourself, weaknesses as well as strengths, and be able to learn where you need to strengthen yourself. Walking away. Looks like spirit message tonight is walking away. Emotionally withdraw, gain back your power. That's what this is about, gaining back your power. Know where you stand. Like I said, know what are deal breakers for you. Know what you will and will not tolerate, and don't bend it for somebody else to make someone else happy. Do what you need to do and stand your ground. Stand your ground. You're not making exceptions. Okay. All right. So Mariah, you can drop your question, love. Mariah Dunn, are you still in here? For those of you guys who check out the website, make sure you subscribe because I will be sending out an email this week with discount codes in it so you guys can book. All right. All right, so our divine masculines here are a little bit shady tonight. What's going on? Okay. Mariah, are you still here? You can go ahead and drop your question. We're waiting on you. Let's see. Okay, you're welcome. What? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't understand the all of the first thing that you said. He responded the other day, even though he hasn't been consistently communicating with you, which is also a red flag. However, he responded to you and said he didn't like what? What did he not like? Did he specify? Ricky, don't throw your water over. Drink it. Drink the water. Y'all, Rico was out running around before I live streamed. Right, I'm needing clarification, Mariah, because I don't understand the last part of what was said. You said he responded and said he didn't like, but the rest of it didn't make sense. So can you clarify for me? Ricky, do not dump that water over. If you dump that water over, I'm coming for you. Rico tries me, y'all. He is just like having a toddler. Yeah, I'm talking about you. I see you. Did you eat the banana? It looks like he ate it. Always testing the boundaries. Always testing the boundaries. Now he's sitting there quiet like he hasn't done anything. Oh, okay. Did he, okay, so it sounds like This is what it sounds like, so I'm making sure that I'm understanding the situation. It sounds like you guys have a connection. What exactly are you? Does he claim you as his woman, girlfriend? Does he claim to have a relationship with you? Let me ask that, Mariah. Let's clarify. Because the biggest misconception is that sometimes you think you're in a relationship and you're not. It's all in your head. Because they never agreed to be in a relationship. They like you. They think you're cute or whatever. But I don't know what goes through men's minds. And he hasn't communicated with you in how long? How long has it been since he's actually communicated with you? So you don't have a relationship. So what are you guys? Are you friends? Is that what you are? And he just disappeared? He flirted with you in the past, and so you guys, in the past, you guys had started communicating. Is that right? Thank you, Mariah. So you guys started communicating in the past for a couple of days, and then he went silent. Was there any depth to the conversation? Like, did you guys say, hey, let's go out, let's spend some time together, let's, get to know each other on a deeper level? Like, because you sound pretty young. You sound pretty young, like in your early 20s. That's what it sounds like. He sounds very young mentally. He sounds very young. I know it's confusing, Em, because we have two Mariahs, Mariah Benson and Mariah Dunn. Okay, gotcha. Okay. So he denied having anything to do with a girl that you told him said something about him. It sounds like he still will communicate with you, but it'll be sparse. If he does communicate, it'll be sparse. Spirit, what's his overall energy? You're welcome, Mariah. Mariah D and Mariah B. What is his overall energy? If he's disappearing like that, Mariah, let me tell you, this is what I'm getting. He's not ready for a commitment. Like, he's not ready to be like, because what it sounds like to me, you guys are friends, but I feel like you have feelings for this little man, and he's not feeling the same. Like, he's not reciprocating emotionally what you're feeling. Right, Em. He's not reciprocating the emotional energy that you're giving him. So you're expecting him to give you something that he's not either ready to give or he doesn't want to give. And that's the thing. If you're friends, keep it cool. Keep it casual. Like, some people don't communicate with their friends regularly. Some people communicate with their friends, I don't know, like twice a month. Like, You know what I mean? It's a friend. So it's not, sometimes with friendships, the interaction is not like boom, 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 you know? But if you're expecting him to treat you like a girlfriend because you're concerned about him liking another female, that's a whole different thing. So no wonder he hasn't responded to you, because he feels like you're doing too much. Like now you're worried about who he's with or what's being said about him from another female. And to be honest with you, if you guys are not in a relationship, he doesn't owe you that explanation. So he's gonna feel like, well, I mean, why are you worried about it? That's how he's going to feel. Look, hermit mode. This is his thing, hermit mode. He's not really speaking too much about it. Yeah, so he's not. He feels like you're worried about something that really just doesn't have anything to do with you. That's how he feels about it. So with the Ace of Pentacles, it's like you're wanting him to be committed to this almost like relationship. Like you're wanting a relationship with him. But here's the thing, Mariah. If you want a relationship with him, then you're going to have to make an offer. Page of Pentacles. Closed mouths don't get fed. So you have to let him know, hey, listen, I really do have feelings for you. And I want to see if you would be my boyfriend. You know, if you would want to go out on dates with me or whatever the case may be, because you are feeling more emotions than he is right now. Because he's in hermit mode. He's withdrawn. He's not making an offer. So, you know, he may reach back out though, because, you know, he likes you. Like, and I say the word like loosely. You know what I mean? That's the thing. He's not like in love with you. So until you express that you have emotions, is going to be like this distant energy, Four of Swords. Like he's in Eight of Pentacle energy. He's focused on himself. He'll communicate because he thinks you're a nice person, but in his mind, in his mental space, he's this. He's Page of Wands. He's single, excited, and ready to mingle. Like he doesn't feel obligated to you in a romantic sense, if that makes sense. Like right now, your relationship with him is strictly platonic until you take it to the next level. All right. So that is that. So don't stress yourself over something that isn't, because it's not a relationship. So you're over worrying about something that has nothing to do with you. The other girl, she has nothing to do with you. What he's doing has nothing to do with you, because he's just a friend. Hope that makes sense. That's why he's not giving you a lot of detail. He's not giving you a lot of energy, because you guys are not in a relationship. So he doesn't feel obligated to you. Thank you, Em. Hi to whoever just hopped in the live stream. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, please like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support, all the donations and everything. Comments. For those of you who collectively are dealing with someone who's very wishy-washy, you really don't know what's going on with the person, like if they're in it to win it or they trying to step out. Create distance between yourself and that person. That way it gives you time to figure out if that's what you really want to deal with, and it gives them time to figure out what they're trying to do. Okay, see? Okay. So you just answered your own question. He doesn't feel the need to reach out to you. When you're asking if he's going to reach out, he doesn't feel the need to explain himself. Thank you, Spirit, because you're clarifying what I just said to you. He doesn't feel obligated. He doesn't feel obligated to you because he feels like you guys, it was a lost cause. If I'm interpreting that phrase right, the ship kind of sailed, you kind of lost that opportunity. That's how he feels. You lost that opportunity with him when you deleted him. So he's kind of low-key, sounds like he's still holding a grudge about that. Like, I tried to be in a relationship with you and you missed out. So, the other girl, she might like him. Yeah, she might like him. But he doesn't feel obligated with you. He doesn't feel obligated with you because, well, that ship sailed. You lost out, according to him. That's how he sees it. Like he feels like that opportunity was missed for whatever reason. But yeah. Well, you know, it's funny because Spirit really does give you messages. And I keep seeing the Emperor, the Divine Masculine, and I keep seeing the Two of Pentacles, which tells me a lot of Divine Masculines are kind of undecided. They're kind of undecided. Like, they enjoy you, they love you, they have feelings for you, but a lot of them are not ready to take that next step. They're not ready to take it to the next level. So they're kind of in this energy of juggling. Some of them have a lot going on. But Mariah, no. He's, yeah. If he reaches out, it'll be a miracle. If you are really headstrong, if you're really headstrong about him, then let him know, hey, I'm really interested. Do you think you can give me a chance, but respect his boundaries? Like, if he just says, you know what, I'm just really not interested in you like that, then you're going to have to accept that harsh truth and move on. Do you move on? That's what I'm telling you. If you're persistent and you really, really want this guy for whatever reason you want this guy, I feel like you guys are very young. So I feel like you still have a lot of life to live, a lot of experience to have. But if you really, really want this guy, let him know, okay, I'm serious. You know, I'm sorry about what happened in the past, but that's in the past. Moving forward, would you like to try and have a relationship with me? Would you like to actually get to know me and date me? Like, be straightforward with him about how you feel and what it is that you want. Now, if he tells you, I'm already seeing somebody, I'm sorry, then you know your answer, right? But in this situation, you're going to have to express what it is that you're wanting. You're going to have to make that known in order for it to come to fruition. Does that make sense? Thank you guys for the super chats. I love seeing the super chats. I don't see them very often, so when people send super chats, I'm like, whoa. Yeah. I mean, if you feel like he's not going to accept your offer, then yes, move on. But if you really want this guy, like, I mean, if you're an Aries, you'd be like, whoa, I want you. So what do you want to do? But that's depends on how bold you are. But if you don't feel like he's going to accept your advances, then yeah, I would move on. Okay, Mariah. Mariah B. You can drop your question, love. Yeah, he's just not that into you. Based on that statement, he's just not that into you. And I wouldn't press the issue. I would just move right along. I would move right along. You're welcome, love. I would just move right along. Let's see, Mariah. Finance and career. Sure. Mariah, are you currently employed or are you currently looking for something? Are you just like looking for something? Ooh, are you looking for something better? That was my fault. I slid the screen. Y'all, I have not streamed through the actual YouTube app. So here lately, I've been streaming through, oh, nice. This is so funny because I just did a general reading for the collective and part of the finances was some of you guys will be getting a new career opportunity. It's time for a career change. So that's awesome. Okay. Gotcha. Let's see. Spirit, what does Mariah need to know in regards to her career opportunities? Congratulations. So happy for you. Congratulations. All right, so what does Mariah need to know? Y'all, my altar space is looking some type of way, but listen. What does Mariah need to know in regards to y'all? I'm gonna have to get me another deck. Y'all know Rico loves to chew my stuff, and this is what happened. I can still read them, but you know. You're welcome, Benita Love. I really hope and pray that the reading helped you and encouraged you to move forward in a sense of looking at things from a rational perspective, you know, because a lot of times when we get caught up with somebody that we have history with, it's harder to see things from a logical perspective. Like, what is this man really saying to me? What is he showing me? What are his actions showing me? And the fact that we've had a few disagreements already is not a good indicative sign that he's wanting to be long-term here. I mean, unless, of course, he's willing to work it out. All right, Spirit. What about career option 1? Career option 1. What does she need to know about career option 1? Okay. Career option 1 could put you in a King of Pentacle energy. I like it. If the actions are both, like, what do you mean, M? What do you mean? Oh, the deck. The deck is upside down. Silly rabbit. Silly rabbit. Silly rabbit. That's a doctor question, Bethany. Welcome to the channel. I don't do medical questions, ma'am. Thank you, Queen. Okay, love, no worries. Let me just make sure before I shuffle that I don't have the reversals in reverse. Okay, let's see. Because sometimes, you know, me and this fly, he thinks he owns my space, but he gonna find out. Okay, so option number 1, Mariah. It looks like this is going to set you up sitting pretty. King of Pentacle energy. This is like financially abundant. I mean, the King of Pentacles, all the green around him shows abundance. The fact that he's on the throne, like big boy energy. The 4 of Cups is in reverse. So this tells me that it's something, this could be a career path where your talents and skills are highly appreciated and utilized. Like you're not going to be taken for granted here. Let's see. Career option number 1. Empress energy. So we went from a king to an Empress energy. There is so much opportunity for growth here. So this is really beautiful energy. Yeah. We have the Devil. So with the Devil, that could be something that you really, really are obsessed with. It could be. But also it could be a message, a warning of being aware of not allowing this particular career to consume you. Like where you get you overwork. You overwork because enough is never enough. Yes. Thank you, M, for that reminder. It's much needed. Yeah. 2 of Wands. It's like the world is your oyster. Because y'all know I can't say that word. Every time I think of the word, I want to say oyster. That's not the word. But the world is your oyster. Like this could go in multiple directions. Whatever this career path, this first opportunity is, Mariah, it can take you to new heights is what I'm getting. What this card reminds me of is when Pocahontas was, when she was Pocahontas. John Smith is coming in on the ship. He's coming into shore. And she's looking out. She's looking out. Right. Right, Em. She's looking out and she sees this opportunity. So this could really be a golden opportunity. Now, now that I see this, the devil is here. You know that saying, the devil is in the details? That's what Spirit just said. The devil is in the details. So make sure that you find out, because sometimes when companies really, really want to hire you, they lie. They do. They lie. They make everything sound so great. And, we have this great opportunity. You don't want to miss out. We want to hurry up and get you on board. Go ahead and fill out the paperwork. We're going to run your background. Everything sounds great, right? Until 3 weeks later, then you realize, oh, well, y'all didn't tell me in the job description that I was going to be doing this and that, and I was going to be responsible for this too, and then I'd have to stay an extra 5 hours, and like all these other things that, you know what I mean? So yeah. What about career option number 2? So Spirit says the devil's in the details. So pay close attention to what's being said, because, the devil is deceptive. The devil is very cunning and crafty. So he makes things appear as though everything's great, everything's wonderful, when it isn't. It isn't. Option number 2. Option number 2. Page of Swords. Page of Swords. They may be curious to know more about you and what your expectations are with the career opportunity number 2. Or you may want to ask more questions. Yes, Spirit says ask more questions so that you can work independently. So that okay, this is what's going to be expected of me. And then we have the 9 of Pentacles, because that's gonna give you the freedom to do what you want to do. It's going to lead to contentment. Ask the questions that need to be asked with career opportunity number 2, but I feel like that could be a message for both options. We have the Chariot. Definitely could be successful. Definitely could be successful with the Chariot. And this could move along fast. You may want to hop on this fast if you want it, or they may expect you to hop on this fast. I never encourage anybody doing anything impulsively. Give yourself time. But as quickly as it starts, it can end. I have 2 major arcanas here. Death and the Chariot. So the Chariot is like, be careful of rushing into something, because when you rush into things and you do things without really getting all the details, which is what the Page of Swords is about. This is air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Asking all the questions. You can fall flat on your face because you rushed into it thinking you didn't have your guards up. So make sure you have your guards up. And when I say make sure you have your guards up in response to career, is make sure you know what your boundaries are. Make sure that if they say, well, you're going to have to work weekends, if weekends is a problem for you, then make sure you decline that offer. Don't settle, basically. Stand your ground. With the 7 of Wands here, Spirit is saying stand your ground. Don't do anything that goes against your ethics, goes against what you're able to do. Don't overdo it just because you're excited, basically. But it looks like both career options could have a good turnout. It's really based on you asking the right questions and gathering more information, even possibly looking up reviews for whatever company that are making these offers to you, so that you can get feedback from other people, right? Let's see. Spirit, any extra advice that she needs to know? With the Chariot, there's a possibility that you may have to move, because the Chariot is action energy. You may have to leave something behind with the Death card. Yeah. Yeah. Spirit says to beware of being greedy. Look, they said, what's the rush? What's the rush? All right, Spirit. Take your time. Whatever it is, take your time. Either way, either option, you could do very well in either thing. Keep hustling, don't give up. Keep hustling, don't give up. What's the other advice, Spirit? We have cha-ching, money rain. So either way, you can be very successful. Caution, won't end well. So be careful of rushing into something, because if you rush into it, it won't end well. Let's see. This is upside down. Sign that damn contract. But make sure you read the fine print. Spirit says sign that damn contract. Don't keep overthinking about it. If the pay is great, there's benefits, it's within your means, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes the pay is not worth it just because. If they're going to pay me $30 an hour, but I have to travel 2 hours a day, that's going to put a strain on me. Yes, the pay is good. Yes, it would cover the travel, but I'm going to be tired as hell every day. 4 hours of travel just to get to and from work. You see my point? So, make sure you consider the options carefully. Pay off debts. Oh, they're both going to be able to get you to a financial freedom, a state of financial freedom. Paying off financial debts. And you asked about moving. Spirit said relocating. So one of them may require you to move. Relocating home, city, state, job, or business. Relocation is going to come up. It's going to come up. Just so you know. But it looks like either way, you're going to be good. But I would definitely ask questions because, like I said, the devil is here. And when I see him, I think lies and deceit. Lies and deceit. All that glitters is not gold. Almost. Let me ask for a time frame. Spirit, can you please give me a time frame? Almost am. Can you give me a time frame, please? Let's see. A time frame. Okay, so within the next 2 weeks. Oops, that was fast. In the next 2 weeks, they're going to expect you to accept the offer. They're going to expect you to accept an offer or decline an offer. So I have, let me do it like this. The shortest time span. 9 days. 9 days. Wands are days. Swords are weeks. 1 week. Pentacles are years. But this year, going into next year, before 2022, they're going to expect you to make a decision. Not between 9 days and a week. So I'm saying within a 2 week time frame because 9 days is a little over a week. So within the next 2 weeks, they're going to expect you to give an answer. Because they're like, hey, we're only offering this for a limited time. Now they're going to put some fire under you because they want an answer ASAP. But take your time and think about it. Think about the benefits, weigh the pros and the cons. Okay, I'm ready for you, Lavender. You don't want to bite off more than you can chew. That's what they... Thank you, Spirit Guides. That's what they were saying to me. I couldn't think of the saying that I was trying to say. You don't want to bite off more than you can chew. Because sometimes, you think, well, damn, I upped and moved and I did this and da-da-da and da-da-da. And Spirit's like, you can handle it. Okay, what does G feel about your relationship? That's the thing. See, here's the thing. Love. You're most welcome, Mariah. I definitely am sending blessings your way because I really hope and pray everything works out for you. Just consider your options carefully before you make a decision. And I think you're going to be fine either way. Either way, honestly. Here's the thing. With a friends with benefit situation, this is what we run into, because you're getting mixed signals, because you're doing things that say sex makes things more complicated. I'm just going to keep it real with you. Sex makes things more complicated because now you have an emotional tie to this person, right? So you think you can handle, okay, just going separate ways or whatever. We're not really in a relationship. But why are you agreeing to the friends with benefits situation? Is it because it's convenient for him and you don't want to lose him? Or is it because you're just okay with not being in a relationship right now? That's something to ask yourself personally. Why am I agreeing to this? Right? Is it because you've been hurt in the past and you just feel like, well, fuck it. I'm just gonna do this because this is seems to be the only way out. You know what I mean? Okay, so you're both not looking for a relationship. Okay, that's great because you've identified why you're involved. But I know people who just go along for the ride because it's convenient for the other party, and it's like, well, you know, he doesn't really want a relationship, but I really don't want to let him go because we've been, you know, screwing around. So that would make things a lot more complicated, and that's not a good reason. Okay. Let's see. Oh, what is that? That's a timing oracle. Hang on. Let's see what's his overall energy towards you. I'm gonna find out. Man, me and this fly. We're gonna find it out. Feel it in my spirit. Okay. All right, T spilled. So what's his overall energy spirit? Yeah, mixed signals. Mixed signals, weird. Weird. Just weird male behavior. All right, here we go. Spirit, what's his overall energy? I know y'all are thinking, what in the world? But child, every deck holds a different energy. Every deck holds a different energy. Spirit, what's his overall energy towards Lavender? Rebirth. Rebirth. Winter. He feels like it's coming to an end. Masculine. That's the thing. He feels like this friends with benefit situation is coming to an end, and the truth is, he doesn't really want to end it. He doesn't really want to end it. He feels that you want clarity. He feels that you want clarity, and he feels like you want him to set intentions for this relationship because you want something a little bit more. Yeah. He's afraid of losing what you guys got going on right now because he's comfortable with it. He's like, man, I hope she don't start catching feelings like that. Yeah, intentions. He knows that you want to know what his intentions are towards you. Control tactics. He feels like you control the dynamics of this relationship, but I mean, for lack of better words, they call it pussy power. Welcome to my channel because I'm just there's no bars held. But I mean, he feels like you have the upper hand because you kind of do. I mean, you have what he wants, so you kind of do hold the show here. Thoughts isolating, yeah. He often thinks about that and is like, He's afraid of catching feelings. That's what he's afraid of. And then we also have, what is this? Why do I have this? Options. He's considering his options. Now, this is from a totally different deck. I don't know why I got this, but okay, we're going to go with it. He's afraid that you may have other options if he doesn't start like showing. Yeah, he doesn't start showing that he's actually wanting this. Like, it's weird. Like, he doesn't start. Yeah, options. He's afraid that you may have other options, which is weird because if he's exploring his or he had another option, it's like he's messy. He's very messy. It's in his energy. He's messy. Like in his head, he feels like you have the upper hand, but really he's trying to control this relationship by not showing his feelings, by not tapping into his feminine energy and displaying emotions. Yeah, he's very messy. What is his overall energy towards you? I mean, to be honest though, to be fair, women we do tend to have the upper hand in a lot of situations. We don't realize it because when you have what somebody else wants, that's why I say don't settle, because at the end of the day, if they want you, they're going to make the effort. They're going to make the effort as needed. That's what's going to happen. So don't settle. Never ever. I'm gonna use a different deck because I feel like that's what I should do. This is not the one that I wanted to use. Hang on. Yeah, I feel like he's messy. Very messy. And he feels like he can run in and out. That's what I heard. Running in and out. Like this is a brothel. Like, sir, you need to figure out what it is that you want. This is why friends with benefit situations are so complicated, because you don't have there's no boundaries. There's no boundaries. So you may feel some type of way about him being with another female, but here's the problem. There are no boundaries. So when there's no boundaries, anything's bound to happen. That's what happens when you're in something like that, because there's no boundaries. So no one feels they're not responsible. They're not responsible for your feelings. They're not responsible for their actions. It's just wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, and that's it. You know it? So that's that. What is this? I didn't want that one either. Nope, didn't want that one either. Sorry, I'm sorting out decks, so my apologies. Okay, what is this? These are messages. Yeah, I was going to use that later. Yeah, because, like I told you, options came out, and he's afraid that you may have other options if he doesn't start acting like he wants something more with this connection with you. He's afraid of losing the connection, but I mean, it's his own fault, because like I said, when you have a friends with benefits type of situation, it usually ends up pretty toxic. It usually ends up because somebody's going to get hurt. Somebody's going to get hurt in the process, and somebody catches feelings and somebody gets hurt, and it's just unhealthy. It's an unhealthy situation because it's not solid. It's not stable. There's no stable foundation holding that connection together. It's just the sex. That's literally all it is the sex. Outside of that, there's nothing healthy about it. Let's see, Spirit, what's his feelings? Yeah, he's afraid that you have other options. That's his fear. Look, the first message that comes out, anger. Anger. He's angry because, like I said, you have other options. So now he's making promises to cut off something with someone else that he started while he was with you. So that means, I'm just going to throw this out there, but you have to be careful with those types of situations because that's how diseases get spread. Person to person to person. Now, if you're going to be friends with benefits, it should be solely with one person. But, I mean, sounds like he had another fling with another person. Just saying. Bottled emotions. Bottled emotions. So he's not really displaying how he feels. He knows that you want stability. That's how he feels. But there's still a lot of lust here. We have lustful and we also have addiction. This is karmic energy. It's like, and I also feel like he's addicted to the other girl that he's been seeing, but it's hard for him to let go. It's hard for him to let go. Spiritually, though, his 5D self, his guides are nudging him in the direction of moving out of that toxic type of behavior. Literally, they're trying to get him to stop doing what he's doing. Look, we have ascension so that he can grow and actually step up and do something better that's going to lead him to a more stable connection. Because what he's dealing with, we have forbidden. It's a toxic situation. It's a toxic situation. And he's being blinded by what he sees. He's not really seeing what he's doing to himself and what he's doing to the women that are involved. Let's see. Let's see it. Rebel. Yeah, he likes to do things his own way. And he's one of those hard-headed types that has to learn lessons the hard way. Let's see. Display of affection. Display of affection. He may at times show you that he is very attracted to you. He may have pictures of you with a display of affection, like on social media or on his phone. Right, but look, curious, wondering eyes. So that tells me that he's still attracted to her, and this is why he's distant from the connection with you. We also have runner, and I feel like he's running from this connection because he knows that you want something more solid and stable. Look, loyalty being tested. Loyalty being tested, but he knows that you're a sweet person. He knows that you're a very kind person. We have sweet as honey. You're very compassionate and affectionate towards him, but he's being tested by someone else. There's drama. Look, he's being tested. Drama. He's being tested, and we have karmic lover. He's being tested by somebody else. That's what the problem is. Because whoever she is, yeah, she may be physically his type, but he doesn't want her. He doesn't have the same connection with her. But the fact that he has you in the middle of that is messy. Lavender, just so you know, that's really messy. And, I mean, if you're wanting him to give you something solid, yeah. Yeah. If you're wanting him to give you something solid, he's not. He's not going to do it. Because he's still tempted by the other girl. He's still tempted by the other girl because she's his type. And here's the thing about toxic relationships. A lot of times we are drawn to a particular type of person. So we end up in a toxic situation. And here's the thing. He's going to have to pay a karmic debt because if he's telling you this, like he wants to be with you, but then he's still dealing with this other person, it's not fair to you to be left on hold because he's still dealing with someone else. And then when you decide, hey, I'm going to explore my options, then he has a problem. How about, because this is all drama, unnecessary drama. So how about he figures it out and you leave him alone until he figures it out? Because like I said, you put yourself and your health at risk when you have multiple sex partners. I'm being flat out honest with you. It's an unsafe situation. You can sit here and say however much protection somebody uses or whatever the case may be, or they're tested so often, but it doesn't mean that you can't catch a disease. So playing with fire has consequences. So here's the thing. If he can't figure out what he wants to do, cut the water off. Exactly, and if he can't figure out what he wants to do, cut the water off because he's putting you at risk. It would be one thing if it was just you and him together intimately and he's not seeing other people. But when you start throwing other people in the mix, it's a no for me. Yes. Here's the thing. If you want it, then say what needs to be said. Say what is on your heart and on your mind to say. But don't just keep tolerating it and then expecting a positive outcome, because it's going to end ugly. Because he already has you in a third party situation. And this is definitely a karmic situation. So he's attracted to you. He's physical with you. And he's attracted to her. And who knows if he's been physical with her. I don't know. But it's highly possible, because he seems to be less driven than he probably has. So your health and all of that is priority. So if he can't figure out where he wants to go for your safety, I would cut him off. That's just me. But if you want him, I would have the conversation, because him sending mixed signals is a sign already that he's not serious. Because if he was serious, he would cut off the other person, no questions asked. We wouldn't even have this reading right now, because if he was serious, he would have already cut the other person. There wouldn't even be another person. It would have been maybe a thought, and he would have been entertaining someone else. But the fact that he's with you, because you guys are not in a relationship, he's doing relationship things and then saying that he's not in a relationship with you, which doesn't make any sense, by the way. So because he's doing relationship things and treating you as if you were a girlfriend, he's leaving you in a state of confusion, and that's devil energy. The devil is the author of confusion. And you don't want that, because there's consequences to that type of behavior. So if he can't figure out what it is he wants to do, I would cut him off completely. Cut him off completely, because it's unhealthy. It's unhealthy until he can figure out what he wants to do. Yeah. It's only going to hurt you in the end. Hanging on to a friends with benefit situation, it's only going to hurt you in the end. I mean, y'all are grown and do whatever you feel to do, but I'm telling you from experience, it's only going to hurt you in the end, because you're the woman, and as women, we tend to catch emotions, and sometimes you think you can handle that, but if you really truly deep down in your core want a relationship, it's not going to work. Because your needs are not being met. But for those of you guys who are watching, welcome to my channel. No bars held here. I'm very raw with my advice, so if you can't handle it, go ahead and click off this channel. But I'm telling you, the fact that he's with someone else is disgusting to me, because he puts your health at risk, and that's not good. That's not good at all. M's laughing because she knows. You're welcome, Lavender. Definitely wishing you the best. Absolutely, M. Absolutely. One, two, three. Do I have a box? raw as they come. You're most welcome. You are most welcome. Darling, it's what I do. It's what I live for. Like Ursula on The Little Mermaid. Let's see. Has he said anything about that, Em? Has he made any... Has there been any updates? I feel like this is like breaking news. Jay's situation live, coming to you from Aquarian Empress Tarot. National updates. Let me ask Spirit, what is his overall energy? Oh, okay. Okay. He always calls at the weirdest times. I'm like, sir, why do you call during the day? That's masculines for you. Right. Okay, so his overall energy is love. So we got that. We got that. And we have nostalgia. So he's really reminiscing about a lot of the things that have happened between the two of you. And look at this. Restoration. He wants to restore this. He wants restoration. He wants to restore this connection. And we have loyalty. Yeah, he's still very much in a loyal energy towards the connection. Let's see, what are his intentions here? Spirit, what are the intentions? I love this. I love the swans. When I was a little girl, we used to go feed the ducks. I loved it. My uncle would take us to go feed them. They would eat bread. Spirit, what's his intentions for the connection? Let's see. Ooh, Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so he is focusing on working on this connection. He's ready to make plans to move forward here. I feel like right now he's in hermit energy. He's really doing some soul searching and introspection on himself to figure out how to move forward. Right. Right. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. I think he may have felt that you may have felt that he, not that he was lying, but withholding information. Seven of Swords, like withholding information, like not telling the full story of everything going on. And I can see that. I can see that because being in a long distance relationship, you can't see everything that's going on. So you're solely going by what this person tells you. You can't actually see everything that's going on. Let's see. King of Wands. Exactly. That's the word. Thank you. Yes. Spirit is saying that he feels that you don't fully trust him, but you have good reason for that. You have good reason for that. Exactly. But here's the thing. You can trust someone until they give you a reason not to. And that's the thing. Because here's the thing. When your actions don't line up with your words, then that gives me a reason to not fully trust you. For example, if you say that you love me and you want to be in a relationship with me, but you take no action, your communication is spotty, it's not clear, then how can I trust what you've said? King of Wands. His intentions are to push forward, though. He's very strong-willed. This is fire energy. This is Leo, Aries, Sagittarian energy. He's very determined to push forward in the connection. But he can't expect you to not have hesitations or doubts about the connection or where it's headed when he's not giving you confirmation, or he's not giving you solid answers, and he gives you reasons to distrust what he's saying. Because you can't tell me that you're trying to work on something you've been working on for damn near a year and a half, and there's no progress made. You see what I'm saying? So how are you trying to work on it? Show me receipts. I need receipts. Because you've been working on it for, almost 2 years now. I need receipts. That's like being stopped at the grocery store, because this literally happened to me today. Ma'am, can we see your receipt? Exactly. Because my purse is real. I have a Coach purse. So when I go through the checkout, it beeps off and they want to see my receipt. And I'm like, here you go. Okay. I didn't steal anything. Well, we need to see the receipt. Okay. Gotcha. Heaven forbid I get to the checkout and I don't have the damn receipt. Gonna be a problem. Yeah. Yeah, but it's fine because I have a receipt. I wasn't, I'm not here to steal. I'm not a thief. That's just not me. Never been a thief. Don't have any reason to steal. But you understand the analogy here. Show me that you've paid for these items. Show me that you actually want the relationship. Show me that you're making moves. Yes. If you want it, then you're going to have to act like you want it. Proof. The proof is in the progress. The proof is in what progress has been made. That's why you don't fully trust the connection, because he's moving forward in a Page of Wands energy, and the Page of Wands energy is very much like a single energy, yet he's saying that he is in love. So it's confusing. It's confusing energy. Absolutely, Queen. Yeah. Death. He's afraid of this ending. He does fear in the back of his mind that this could possibly come to an end. Because it's been taking so long. It's taking so long. But he wants this to be successful. He does want this to be successful, but he's holding secrets. He's not telling you everything. He's not. The High Priestess, he's holding information, but he wants to move forward. He wants to move forward. Now, I don't know if it's because he doesn't want you to be hurt. I don't know if he's withholding information because he doesn't want you to see him in a certain light. If it's an ego-based situation, or if you were to know the full story, that it would change your perception of him in the connection. But there's something that he's holding dear to himself that he's not saying. But overall, his energy is to make it work. Like, he has the desire to move forward, and it's going to take him some time. Yes, or embarrassed. It's going to take him some time, but he definitely wants the Six of Wands. He wants the victory here. He wants to come out on top to be victorious, but he's not telling you what his plans are. That's also withholding information. Not giving clarity about where things are headed is also being in this High Priestess energy. But the thing is, you're an intuitive person, so you pick up the energy and you pick up the vibe of, okay, there's something that you're not telling me. What is it that you're not telling me about? Yeah. He's not telling you the plan. He's not telling you his plan because, honestly, I don't feel like he has a solid one. That's why he's not telling you the plan. This is just my intuitive feeling. I don't feel like he can tell you a plan for sure because I don't feel like he has one. The honest truth, I don't feel like he has one. I feel like he's just trying to go with the flow and figure it out as things happen. I don't feel like it's a solid plan. And the thing is, it's fear. He's moving out of a place of fear instead of progress because he's afraid of this relationship ending. Right. Also, I feel like there's a fear of being alone, like severe abandonment issues, like really afraid of being alone. Let's see how he views you. Let's see how he views you. So how does he view in? Rico, do not chew that bowl and don't dump that over. Let's see, Spirit, how does Jay view in? How does he view her? Yes and no. I will explain that though. I will explain that no. I know that's a weird answer, yes and no, but um yes. And then no. At the same time, some of his fear is from programming. And I feel like childhood programming, things that he had to go through as a child, he has moved in a place of fear, not knowing where the next meal is coming from, not knowing where he's going to lay his head down to sleep, not knowing when this is going to happen or who's going to take care of this or how this is going to be dealt with. It puts you in a constant state of paranoia. This is deeper issues than what we're seeing on the surface. These are psychological issues. So it's like tapping into his energy is very like, it's schizo. That's the only way I can describe it. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy because sometimes he says things that makes no sense. Like to us, it's like, here's a solution right here in front of you, and you're not taking it. Yeah. And a fear of loss, a fear of abandonment, a fear of rejection, a fear of a lot of things. Also instability, not knowing where things are. And so he's grown up into an adult with that pattern of thinking, that it's okay to just whim everything. It's okay to just do things by the seat of your pants. Like, there's no structure. Nothing is structured. The sun. He sees you as extremely abundant with the sun here. Very successful. Look at this. 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands. You have pushed through a lot of things. You've made it through a lot of things. Oh, wow. Yeah. And that affects, that type of relationship is hard. It's very difficult. 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, he views you as incredibly strong. Very strong. With the 3 of Pentacles, you are able to make things work. You are able to create, build things, and you have a solid foundation. Queen of Wands energy. Yep, very much intimidated by you. Queen of Wands energy. Very intelligent, successful, go-getter, knows your worth, has high standards and high expectations. That's how he views you. And also that you've done your work. This is a big one, believe it or not. Because the star energy is about dreams fulfilled, but it's more so about healing. This is Aquarius energy. Contrary to popular belief, Aquarius is actually a very deeply emotional sign. It also depends on the other places in the person's natal chart, but with Aquarius, we tend to go through a lot emotionally in life. And a lot of people don't see that because they only see the exterior. But it's about doing the inner work and healing. Yeah. That's exactly what it is, Em. He sees that you've done the necessary work in healing. You've gone to therapy. You've done counseling. Whatever you've needed to do to get to where you needed to be. You've put in the work to get to where you needed to be. That's one of the reasons why he feels comfortable sharing so much of what's happened in his life, because he's never taken the initiative to actually go and get the help that's needed on a psychological level. So it affects him now as an adult. And usually what happens with children like that in their adulthood, they end up having codependencies. And when I say codependencies, I mean drinking, smoking, things to numb the pain of the things that on the surface, it's buried underneath. Those emotions and things that they never dealt with is buried. So they engage in other activities to keep from acknowledging the hurt, the fear, and all of those other things that should have been talked about, discussed, and dealt with. So that's what you're dealing with here. It's a bigger mess than you realize. Yeah, deflecting. Exactly. They coping. It's escapism is what it is. It's escapism. To escape the reality of what's going on. So they live in this fantasy world so that they don't have to acknowledge and accept the reality, the harsh reality of the situation. Your father is an alcoholic. Your mother is this, or whatever their situation is as a child. As they get older, reflecting back, they don't want to think about it. They don't want to deal with it. And they become avoidant. Let's see. Yep, very much intimidated by you. But he sees you as Queen of Wands energy. Exactly. Numbing with toxic things. Things that don't that are really not great for the psyche. They're not. They're not great for the psyche. I was actually watching a very well-renowned psychic, Sloan Bella, and she was saying how our childhood and religious upbringing and our environment and things shape us for our experiences in life. And she was saying how certain behaviors hold you back. They keep you stuck if you don't change them. Just because you were raised in a particular way, if you don't raise your vibration, you stay stuck on a level in this physical realm. Let's see. Let's find out, Queen. Let's find out. Let's find out. Spirit, what's the possible outcome of Queen's application for Barnes & Noble? What's the possible outcome here? Because we know nothing's set in stone, but we like to see. We like to see. Exactly. Four of Pentacles. Woo! 10 of Cups. 4 of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. 6 of Wands. The Emperor. That's a yes. Yes. Let's see. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Also, if you're trying to tap into mediumship abilities or psychic abilities, fluorite blocks the third eye. 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like it's a high possibility, Queen, that you may get the job. It's a very strong possibility. Strong possibility that you may get it. I'm going to do it again because I want to see it. I really am. Yeah. Our psyche has a lot to do with how we move in the physical world, how we interact with people, how our lives turn out. Listen, M says she thinks you will. And M, I swear M is psychic. So I'm with M. Yay! You gotta let us know, Queen. You gotta let us know. I'm so happy for you. Let's see. Temperance, the Magician. 4 of Wands. There's this lady that I watch, and I'll have to send you the link to her YouTube channel, but she has such a sweet spirit. She is a psychic medium. She actually has classes for people who are trying to, strengthen their gifts. But I always think about you when I see her. Great, Queen. I would call them back, though. If they don't call you tomorrow, I would call them back by Wednesday. Yeah. And then what was Sloan saying? Because, Sloan she's a famous psychic medium. Yeah, she's a worldwide renowned psychic medium. She's done celebrity readings and all of this thing. And thank you, Aisha. Thank you. Let's see. Yep, I'm getting yeses. Got a definite yes. Only got one no out of 3 pulls. So I feel like you probably have it, Queen. But she was saying, what was Sloan talking about? She was talking about how the soul's journey in the physical world, and she was saying how a lot of stuff is predetermined before we get here. Before we're ever born, our soul already has a certain purpose, so to speak, before we get here. So, right. Right. We're going to speak it into existence, Queen. That is yours. You got it, girl. You got the job, okay? But this is so funny that we're having this conversation because it reminds me of the topic of manifesting. And you know, you hear so much, a contract. Yes, I've heard of that. Right? I've heard of soul contracts, like before you get here into the physical world. Like you have your soul has a certain purpose to experience life here in this dimension, in the physical realm. Yes. A lot of times, especially in the New Age community and in the tarot and spiritual community, you constantly hear all these people, these gurus talking about, oh, you can manifest this and you can co-create and you can have anything that you want if you just manifest it. That's not how manifesting works. It makes it sound like manifesting is some type of, hocus pocus, boom, you just have it. All of a sudden, you've got the new car. Woo, there it is. You got the man you wanted. Woo, the man of your dreams. You've got kids. You wanted kids. There it is. That's not how it works, because if it did, people who are in third world countries, who are suffering, who are starving, who are going through mudslides and tsunamis, they would be able to manifest themselves out of that situation just like that. But it's not magic. Manifesting is not magic. Manifesting is intention, and there is work behind it. You have to put in effort behind manifesting in order for you to get what it is that you're wanting. So it's like it's not a magical thing. Oh yeah, definitely. A lot of Leos do. Sloan is a Leo. She's a Leo. So a lot of people, you tend to hear this misconception, especially on YouTube, with a lot of people that, oh, well, you can co-create your future and you can co-create what you want. And you are the powerful one. You are the manifester. Now listen to the words that I'm using, because this says you're coming from a place of ego. You're coming from a place of ego because you're trying to control the powers that be, the forces that be, to work in your favor. You're trying to control it. Here's why. Because when you say that you can create the life that you want, and let's say right now, you tell yourself, oh man, I just hate the way my life is going. I don't like my job. I don't like where I'm at in life. Based on your childhood upbringing and the things you were raised around. And by the time you're 25, 30 years old, well, I'm not married. I don't have kids. And you just think negative. So you're in a low vibrational energy. So you're thinking from a place of ego, like, well, I'm going to manifest this and I'm going to manifest that. You are exactly where you're supposed to be right now in this point in time in your life. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. The thing about ego is it's selfish. So the intention behind the manifesting or co-creating what you want is for your own selfish reasons. We don't have any control over what's going to happen tomorrow. So to lie to people and say, well, you can co-create what you want, that's a lie, because you can't do that. You can manifest it, but the manifestation takes time and it takes effort on your part. It takes you actually actively working towards manifesting what you want. It's not the way it's presented. It's not an overnight thing. It's not an overnight thing. Not only that, But when you come from a place of ego and you're manifesting, it's like you're judging your life. Exactly. You're judging your life and looking at what you don't have. And here's the thing about being ungrateful. Being ungrateful lowers your vibration. So if you want to raise your vibration, you have to look at where your life is right now and be thankful that you are where you are. Because somebody else would die to have what you have. Somebody else would die to be in your position right now, but you're complaining, oh, well, I still live with my mother. This person over here is sleeping outside in the freezing rain and cold. So, coming from a place of ego, it's like you can't manifest if you're in an ungrateful energy. You're comparing your life to where you think you should be right now, which means that you're trying to control the outcome of something you have no control over. You're trying to change the direction that Spirit has guided your life to go for your life's journey. This was a part of your contract to be here and experience life in the physical. You may live in Africa, you may live in India, you may live in the United States, and you may have 2 children, and you may be divorced. Whatever your situation is, that is exactly where you're supposed to be right now. But if you're comparing your life to Jennifer Lopez and saying, well, I want to be like her, and I want to have this nice home, and I want to be like this and this type of thing, you're comparing based on what you see. Exactly. You're judging your life, comparing it to her life. The way Jennifer Lopez is like this, that was her soul contract. That's what she was supposed to do when she was born into the physical world. That's what she was supposed to do. That was assigned to her. So you comparing yourself to her is coming from a place of ego. So now you're trying to co-create your life to be like Jennifer Lopez, and it's not going to work out for you because that's not the path you were supposed to be on. So learning to be grateful for what you have and where you are allows you to open the door for other things. When you're happy and you're content with the things that you've already been blessed with, more will be added to you, more will be given to you. Then you are able to manifest more because you're grateful for what you have and you're not focused on what you don't have. Oh yeah, it is, and it's very interesting. I've watched a few of them too. But the thing with manifesting is you have to come from a place in order to manifest or attract what you want. You have to be happy within yourself. You have to have not arrogance, but self-awareness. You have to be content with where you are in your life. Miserable people who are miserable are not able to manifest, and so they stay in this vicious cycle of oh, thanks. On Wednesdays we wear pink. That's what it says. Miserable people stay in this cycle of low vibration because that's what they're giving off. Like we always say, what you receive what you put out. Okay, if you put out negativity, you're gonna get negativity. No, you're good. But when you're constantly complaining, oh, I can't stand this. I hate living in this neighborhood. I didn't plan on having this many children. Like you're constantly complaining about what you don't have, or because I feel this in a lot of readings I do with divine masculines. A lot of masculines are stuck in their head because, well, I don't have enough money. I don't have enough money to do this, and I can't buy the car I want, and I can't have the woman I want, and I can't do this, and I can't do. But you keep telling yourself you can't. But you can. You can't. You really can't, because you can't see anything outside of what you don't have. You're only focused on the negative. You're only focused on what you don't have. You're ungrateful for what you have. Well, I don't have this. So how can you manifest? You've blocked it. You've blocked the door for something. You've blocked the door for blessings to come into you because you're like this. I can't. You know what I mean? So it's like you can't manifest something in that type of energy when you're ungrateful and you're complaining and it's negativity because your vibration is here instead of being here. realizing what you have, and then the abundance flows in. Oh, really? From 2013? Yes, it's true. It's true. You get out what you put in. You get out what you put in. And it's the same thing. It's the intention. Oh, you're reading the shirt back. Yeah, because it looks weird on camera, but it says on Wednesdays we wear pink. That's what it says. I think I got this shirt from breast cancer awareness something. But yeah, that's the thing with manifesting. A lot of times manifesting comes from a place of ego, and when you do anything from a place of ego, it's not good energy. Exactly. Instead of focusing on what you don't have, focus on what you do have. The people you do have in your corner, you have support. Like you said, in your person was telling you, I have the job. It's gonna be mine. It's mine. I've got the job. I've got the position. This conversation, just like, when people get a call and they're like, they need to see you in the office. People get nervous and they get scared. Like, oh, they're going to fire me. Well, if you think they're going to fire you, they just might. But if you go into the meeting with like a clear, neutral energy, like, you know what? Whatever this is, I'm here to learn from this meeting session. It's going to be great. We're going to get in here. We're going to be out in 10 minutes. We're not doing a whole bunch of rah, rah, rah. We're going to go in here and get it done. Okay. Go into the meeting and they're like, oh, well, we just wanted to let you know that we would like for you to come and work in this position because you're the most qualified in the company. And this position comes with a higher pay rate. Oh, okay. You're off on the weekends. You don't have to work overtime. If you don't feel comfortable, then it's like, okay, wow. I was so nervous and I was so worked up about this meeting because I told myself in my head, you know what, they're letting me go today. I'm getting fired. And it didn't happen. So, positive thoughts really do work. Right. Calm down already. Ricky, what are you eating? Oh my goodness. That's crazy. I don't know why our mind tends to go to the worst case scenario in situations instead of thinking, you know what, this is going to work out in my favor and it's going to be great. It's going to be great. This meeting is going to be great. Hey, I might walk out with some treats. I don't know. But I'm confident, and this is why self-awareness and self-confidence is important. And a lot of people mistake self-confidence with arrogance. But it's important to be honest, it's important to have a certain amount of arrogance, self-confidence, because it's important to know that you're capable of doing the job. It's important to know that you're capable of meeting someone's needs. It's important to be confident as a business owner. It's important to be confident as an employee because you know what you bring to the table. Oh, wow. She worked herself up into losing the job. That's crazy. But she literally talked herself out of her own job because of the lack of self-confidence. It's the same thing in relationships. A lot of people, oh, I hope this person likes me. Sis, if they don't, there's 3 billion other people. Know that you are great regardless. Well, they said they don't need me anymore over here. Right, Em. They said they don't need me anymore over here. Guess what? I will find something better. Trust me, if they don't need me anymore, they're like, okay, well, you can get your things, gather your things, and go ahead and leave. I'm finding something better today. This is the confidence that you have to have, because if you don't, you'll be miserable, you'll be depressed. That's the thing. And if you don't have that level of self-confidence, you're going to talk yourself right out of the job. Right out of the job. Listen, because y'all know I share all of the funny stories that happen with me at my job. I literally had somebody hollering and screaming at me over the phone at work the other day. This was a couple of days ago. It probably was like Wednesday. And she calls and she's like, do you have any jobs open? And I said, well, we have jobs open, Miss So-and-so. I said, but right now the job openings that we have currently do not fit your skill your skill set right now. And she's like, well, I feel like you're being discriminative towards me. And I'm like, how? And she's like, you just don't want me to work. Now, mind you, what I just stated was, I have job openings available, but they don't match your skill set. If you're not a welder, ma'am, and you've only worked in housekeeping, I can't send you to the welding job now, can I? That'd be a no. So, you're not a CDL driver, so I can't put you in a truck. You know what I mean? You work you have factory experience. So you being a CDL driver, plus you don't have a Class A license, I can't put you there. She's hollering and screaming, you just... And I said, have a good day. I'm calling corporate, right? I'm calling corporate on you and I'm reporting that you're discriminating. I said, okay, great. Go ahead. I'm not trying to be rude. Okay. All right. I hear you. Get off my line. Because at this point, you're holding up phone calls. So, that was that. Right. Go ahead. Good luck with that. Go ahead. Because by the time it gets to me, I won't even have any recollection of what happened. They're going to be like, well, Jackie, did you talk to who is that? What did she say? Well, she said you were discriminating. Why would she even think that? I'm not even that type of person. The crazy stuff that happens, the crazy stuff that people say, it's like, what? You said what? Ma'am, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah, it's ridiculous. The confident. You have to be confident and know your shit, because when you are confident and you know that you've done what you're supposed to do, you really don't have anything to worry about. Well, did you get all the paperwork for this work comp? Yes, I did. Did you contact the hospital? Yes, I did. Did you document what happened? Yes, I did. When was this reported? The same day the injury happened. It was reported the same day the injury happened. Yeah, it was. It was entered into the system. Called it in, got it done, dealt with the person, sent them to the ER. Whoop-de-doo. We're done. Next situation. Well, you know what you're dealing with. Yeah. Well, you know what you're dealing with. You don't really have stress. Well, ma'am, the state calls. So-and-so filed an unemployment claim. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? Well, ma'am, he was a no-show. And that was documented. He walked off the job. He walked off the job mid-shift. He did not say anything to any of the lead people. He left and said this isn't the job for him. So that's what happened. So if he filed for unemployment after that, I don't know what to tell you. Exactly, Em. Right. And they you always have those people who want to nitpick what you're doing. Well, you should be doing this. It's like, listen, get out the way, okay? Let me do what I'm doing because I do it well, and just move, okay? Move. If I need you, I will contact you, because that's what you're there for all day. But some people doubt their own abilities, and therefore they're scared. They're nervous. Oh, I don't know did I say something wrong in that email? I don't know what I said, and I don't know if the constant paranoia. It's like, no, we're not gonna do that. Right. Yes, you are absolutely right, Em. I pray for payroll. I pray for people who process payroll because that is not easy. Now with what I do, I get people's time. I turn time in. I submit it to payroll, but payroll is like, okay, well this person, it looks like he clocked in at 8:57. We need clarification. Oh yes, absolutely. That's for me too because in what I do with my job, I have to enter in pay information. So I actually had a guy that had to come back to my office Friday because I told him, I said, we left you on a paper check because your account and routing number, you scribbled something out. And I'd rather you have a check than for it to bounce back or go to the wrong account. I wasn't going to just make an assumption on the number that you wrote there because that would fall on me and it would go to the wrong account. And I don't have time for screw ups. So, oh yeah, I can imagine. Oh yeah, because people want to question you. Well, my check looked a little short. I had somebody ask me that last week. Well, how many hours did you charge? I said, how many hours did you work this week? How many hours did you work this week? Well, there was a day where I had left early because I had a doctor's appointment. So that's why it's not a full 40 hours, sir. It looked a little short, right? It's going to be a little short because you had a doctor's appointment. You left at 9. The shift's not over until 4. So it's going to be a little bit short. And that's the thing. You literally do have to be extremely detailed. You have to literally be extremely detailed because people will ask you, well, why is this being deducted? Sir, is this your child? Okay, is that one your child? Okay, there's four deductions for child support on this check. Now you may have grossed 900, but you're only taking away 7 because there's 4 kids here. Just so you know, okay? We're not taking anything from you outside of state and federal taxes that you agreed that you want it taken out. Now, if you're exempt, you can come and change that. It's a whole different situation. But when you're confident in what you know, you don't have to second guess. You don't have to be worried. You know what you know. You do what you do. Bada bing, bada boom. It's done, and everybody can move smoothly. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're not getting flooded with emails. I remember. Oh, I think I told you this story. I think I told y'all this story. But there was one day, one of my clients, one of the companies that I staff for, he called me and he's like, Jackie, I think we're overpaying somebody. And I was like, what? And he was like, I think we're overpaying somebody. Who told you to put so-and-so at this pay rate? And I said, your warehouse supervisor did. And he was like, what? I said, I'm pretty sure I have it saved in an email. Sure enough, I scroll through emails, scrolling through my computer. There's the email, date and time. We want to put a person at this pay rate because nobody else in the facility was making that rate. There's the email, sir. Right, Em. Only payroll understands these problems. But it's like, you're the one that told us to put him at this rate. But the flip side of that is I love when, because this happened to me Friday. Somebody said, did I get blessed? And I said, he said, my check is a little bit more than it's supposed to be. And I said, yeah, you did. You got a pay raise. So he was really excited about that. But, that's always the good side. Right. Because, especially men tend to forget what they say. And it's like, but sir, you sent me an email, an electronic record of what was said. So yeah, I didn't just make it up. I didn't just authorize to increase someone's rate without authorization. Never ever. So, yeah. And then when people send you random things like, oh, we need you to take off, right, we need you to take 30 minutes off of so-and-so, or we need you to add 3 hours to this person. Payroll is like, what? You could have told me this sooner. What is this? Well, he really was only here for 5 hours, but we put him down for 8, so we've overpaid him. It's a mess. This is why I pray for payroll, because it's not an easy it's not an easy deal. It's not an easy deal at all. And then having to, people's clock in and clock out times, they mess stuff up. Some people don't clock in and clock out properly, so you got to go in and fix it. Like, it's a mess. Right. Or we want to add a bonus to this person. We want to add bonus pay. Okay, well, that's great, but you got to let us know. You got to let us know. Communication is the biggest thing for payroll, because if payroll doesn't know about it, once payroll is pushed through, that's it. It hits the banks, buddy. So if you forgot to turn in somebody's hours, they'll just have to wait until the following week, because it won't be on this week's check. Right. Once payroll submits it, it's out. So coming in, if they were supposed to increase my pay this paycheck, well, it won't. Listen, buddy, you'll have it next week, because they didn't get it to me until after payroll is processed, and payroll has a deadline. So if it's not in by the deadline, it won't be on that check. Couldn't even imagine. Woo! Couldn't even imagine. So, I'm gonna keep payroll lifted up in prayer. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do this week, because Mondays are hectic. Oh. Yeah, they need you, and they definitely need you for sure. That's what I'm saying. You're extremely good at what you do, so you're definitely an asset. Yeah, you're definitely an asset. You're most welcome. Well, you guys, I'm not going to hold you guys any longer. I'm going to get myself ready for bed early, so I can actually be up early in the morning and be a productive citizen. So make sure that if you haven't subscribed, you subscribe. Hit the notification bell, and we will be live again tomorrow night. So if I missed you tonight, we'll be back on tomorrow night. All right. Much love to y'all, and thank y'all. Thank you to all my moderators. Great MZ to relax. You get to relax. Yes. Thank you, moderators, for all you guys do. You are loved and appreciated. So I gotta let y'all know these things. You're most welcome. Good night, y'all.